Hello everybody, welcome to Predictive Modeling here for Tuesday, December 12th. I'm Tony T here on Predictive Modeling. We're always going to be looking for those money line underdogs here on the show. And of course, we can't find any that fit within our range. Of course, that 5 to 25% range, edge range we're looking for. Then we give you a side or total, and will be different than the ones we give you overnight. So if we gave you a side or total, then we'd be looking here at, also we give you a side, and then we'll give you a total, and vice versa. You know what I'm talking about here on Predictive Modeling. Just to let you know, we are brought to you by our executive service, Big Bankroll players. Check out our executive service. Basically, what you do is get those early releases, right? When games come out, lines come out, and we find edges, we'll get the plays to you anytime throughout the day and night. We find edges on a game, we will contact you via text or call or phone call. Some of you guys like that personal one-on-one phone call service. We have it now. Our man Uncle Charlie is running it. Give us a call or text 323-607-0203. That's Tony's Picks Executive Service. Big Bankroll players only, because there's a lot of overhead for this service. And of course, if you're about $500 to $1,000 better, this would be for you. All right, let's get going here with Predictive Modeling here for Tuesday. One money line. It's a 5-game NBA card. We have one money line for you here on the show. Didn't have any of the totals or spreads other than the ones we gave you that had that edge that we're looking for. It's going to come from this Cleveland and Boston game. As we can see here, Boston has been a pretty big favorite. We can tell you LeVert is still questionable on the injury report. I know it's a back-to-back. Listen, we know that it's in the number, and it's actually really in the number here. That's why we have an edge here on the Cavaliers money line here at plus the 493. That's the consensus line. As you can see out in the marketplace, there are some plus 511s out there, which is really, wow. This is Boston really at a high number right now, as you can see. Well, why not, right? They're 10-0 straight up at home. You're going to have to try to find a spot where they're going to take that first loss. No one's going to go undefeated at home. We know that. Couple of things here is the Cavaliers sit second in defensive efficiency, allowing 106 points per 100 possessions. They've been a very good cover team on the road. We don't want them to cover in this game. They got to win the game, right? One thing to note here is the Celtics are giving up 36% from three. But here is some supporting to support the Cavaliers money line here. Cleveland 7-4 straight up on the road. Cleveland has also won 3 of 4 and 6 of 9 against the Celtics. So there's some positive news here to back us in this one. We're getting here plus 493 here on with the consensus line now. The win probability, obviously, it's going to be not the highest here when you're going to take a stab here at these big money lines. So win probability 21.6%. Our edge rate though is 28.2%. Based on my numbers, of course, I create my own numbers, and based on my numbers, I have Boston 118.4, Cleveland 108.5. And that's how my numbers come out. Of course, as you know, I model my plays. I use my 5 factors in my modeling. I weigh my factors, and basically I have an app that pretty much handles all the math, all the math and all the grunt work for me. So it makes it easier for me to handicap the full board and find some under the radar games. If you happen to watch some of my college hoops, the picks or some of the plays here, I'm able to handicap so many games because I put a lot of work into my modeling. I've done it for years. Now it's been it's simplified now, where we got some apps out there that are able to pretty much crunch the numbers for you and identify your best bets, identify your green stars, which are pretty much your best bets, of course, and do the math calculations where they can find your edge, they can find where the math works for you, and that's really what I do. Shout out to you, Matt, in the chat today. Yo, back to you, brother. Appreciate your contribution in our chat for my show and all the shows that we have here on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. All right, so we're going to go here with Cavaliers plus 493. That's the one that we saw for today. We got close with the Bulls, right? We got them to overtime, but we couldn't get the win. But again, it did cover the spread. But again, that was a money line selection that fell short. But again, a big money line underdog like that, taking them to overtime in the Bucks. But here, an opportunity here with Cavaliers plus 493. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the show. Check out our site, Tony'sPicks.com. If you're not in the market for the executive service, that's out of your range, and you can go to our website here, Tony'sPicks.com, and select from our top performers in our industry. You can see Joseph Schultz had a great year. Hollywood Sam Ramon up there as well. Nick's been hot the last 30 days, as well as Daniel Walsichuk. So he's somebody you want to keep an eye on as well. All of our packages. Now, remember, the one-day passes are guaranteed. Must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credited back to your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. Of course, you'll scroll and you'll find some more of our plays up for sale. And of course, you may purchase our plays a la carte from the pick ticker. You'll see the team versus team information. And of course, you guys can also check us out here on Tony'sPicks.com YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. All right, that's going to do it for our show, guys. We'll be back here with the drive-through in just about half an hour. You guys make it a winning day, and we'll talk to you guys again here very shortly, about half an hour here with the drive-through.